What can we learn from the Rashbi's 12-year quarantine?
There must be a lot of lessons we can learn. Let's focus on 3. And based on what we know, that when it comes to a lesson in Avodas Hashem, not only we are allowed to, but we must take out, even if we don't know if this is exactly what it is, but we must learn the lesson, and that's what it's meant for. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai and his son Rabbi Lazar were in a cave for 12 years. In the worst of situations, they were afraid for their lives. They weren't able to do any mitzvahs of the Torah. Sukkah, lulav, esrig, matzah. Even davening, they had to put on their clothes just for davening, and then they lay in the sand the rest of the time. And we find that when Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai came out of the cave, he said, had I not gone through this suffering, I wouldn't have arrived at the great level that I did. Only thanks to the suffering and thanks to the terrible situation that they had to be in, were they able to reach a level both in the revealed part of Torah, far beyond others in their time, as well as we're told that the secrets of the Torah were written and discovered during that time while they were in the cave. And it was as a result of the 12 years that Rabbi Shimon and Rabbi Lazar were in the cave that they were able to reveal the secrets of the Zayar, to write it and give it for all generations, to know the secrets of Hashem. And it's with the Zayar that we will be prepared to greet Mashiach. And it's the same for every single one of us in all times. At times we feel like we're imprisoned. At times we feel like we're in a low situation, whether it's a physical or a spiritual state of imprisonment, with the keeping of the mitzvahs that we're not the way we want to be, not the way we wish to be. When a Jew realizes that everything comes from Hashem, and Hashem doesn't do anything for no reason, who knows if it's not through my state of imprisonment, physical and spiritual, that I'll be able to reach a level that I would never be able to reach otherwise. And not only for myself, but for what I can do and help and accomplish for other Jews, and most specifically to prepare for the coming of Mashiach, just like was done with the Sefer HaZayar. A second point is that when they came out of the cave, after 12 years of being alone, 12 years of not being able to keep mitzvahs, and yet, when as a result, when Rabbi Lazar wasn't able to accept what others were doing, and it caused pain, it caused difficulty for another Jew, they went in for a whole other year just to learn Avas Yisrael, how to help another Jew, and how that my actions, no matter how great of a level a person is on, shouldn't cause chas v'shalom pain or suffering for another Jew. And the third lesson is that in their time, while they were there in the cave, they were afraid for their lives, and they couldn't do any other mitzvah in the Torah. The Pasuk says that there can come a time when a person lo yikavel ish v'lo yiyachel leven adam. He doesn't hope for any person, he doesn't wait for any people in the world, meaning not just in a physical sense, but also spiritually. The person comes to a state, like it says in Chassidus, where he has nothing. He doesn't feel any levels of spirituality in Torah and mitzvahs. He feels like there's nothing he can do and add because he's in such a low level. And yet there's one mitzvah which is the most important mitzvah, which that's the mitzvah that the person lives with, and that's bitach and faith in Hashem. And that's a time which is specifically preparing for the coming of Mashiach. That we know one thing and one thing only, and that's our faith in Hashem, which overrides anything else. And no matter where we're holding and what we're able to do, the one thing that we can and must do is our faith in Hashem, knowing that Hashem runs the world and knowing that Hashem does it all for our best, and He's preparing us for the greatest and most powerful of all times, for the complete Geula with the coming of Mashiach.